chess friends, welcome to our extraordinary game where Grandmaster Serper astoundingly sacrificed his rook, bishop, knight, and queen, every piece on the board. When I watched the game, it seemed like an incredibly advanced chess match, almost like it was played by extraterrestrial beings. Alien, get ready for a mind-blowing experience. c4 by Serper, g6 by black, e4. This move isn't so powerful as black can reinforce his center with e5, but he played bishop g7, so d4 to gain more center squares. White can go with knight e2, preparing to push the king army to attack in kingside, or white can choose the normal developing moves. Just develop the knights and bishops as usual. d6, the position turned into the most popular pirate defense. Black is aiming to push his c or d pawn in middle game with knight d7, knight to f6. Knight c3, knight f6, and Serper played knight e2, preparing for an imminent attack on kingside, but after knight d7 he played knight g3, maybe he want to push his f-pawn. Best move for black is to play e5, but he go with c6, he want to develop his queenside by pushing his pawns. Queen b6 and bishop to b7 can be played in the game, bishop e2 and black can consider to play h5 h4 to punish the knight, but he played a6, it's an ugly move. Bishop e3 and now he plays h5, f3 b5 c5, black can't close the position with d5 as white can push his e-pawn and the knight will be very passive. For this reason we have pawn exchanges and queen c7, h4 is a threat, castle h4, knight to h1, oh look at the knight position, knight is very passive in the corner. You need to develop the knight 2 times to activate the knight, knight h5 queen here e2 knight f2. White wants to play before rook d1 to activate the rook in this file, so knight run away on f8, before targets the knight, and can you guess white's next move? You might think of retreating the knight, but you never ever think of playing knight d5, sacrificing the knight for nothing. Takes and white gets 2 connected pass pawns, play knight e5 and join the rooks behind the pawns to push them. However, black can stop the pawn to advance, he could play knight f4, targeting to the bishop on e2, rook c1 bishop e6, giving back the bishop and after doing pieces exchange, black can manage the position to make it draw, but it is the alien chess. Draw means no pain no gain, so black played f5, try to trap the bishop on e3, white is 1 billion elo rated, so he goes with brilliant level, d6 to counter it, f4 is coming to trap the bishop, but alien Serper ignored it and played bishop to b5, pinning the queen in front of his king. First of all you have to capture it. Takes b5 targets to the queen and the rook on a1 targeting to the black rook, so if you dare to save the rook by playing queen b7, then c6 will arrive, queen hides on b8 to protect it. Queen d5, rook captured, these 3 connected pass pawns are just a beast. Knight f6 queen check, king runs rook a7 check, king hides on g8 and c7. The queen has completely trapped, you have to sacrifice the queen. Takes knight ups b6 and white is completely winning here because he have a queen, superheroes pawns, Spider-Man, Iron Man and Doorman, while black has a very critical king position. I believe every human has a finite number of heartbeats, I don't intend to waste any of mine, so back to the position, black captured the pawn, sacrifices his rook on a8, targeting to the bishop, so queen c6 to protect it, and at the same time, he prevent improvement of the pawns, rook a1, double upping the rooks, but f4 still can come to trap the bishop, but white have no problem with this because he can capture the pawn and involve the knight on d3 to attack on the pawn. f4 to target the bishop, but white says, wanna take my bishop? Just take it, I have no issue with it because I was born to sacrifice my pieces. If you capture the bishop, then white can play rook takes bishop, sacrificing the rook, takes rook e7 check, king runs queen takes b4, now black is gonna destroyed by white. You may capture the knight first, then play knight e6 to prevent the queen check with the knight, but it doesn't matter as white can capture the rook, queen slides rook e7 check. King here d7, king ups queen d8, the king have only 1 square left to go and it will be a checkmate on d7, what a beautiful sacrifices and demonstration by white. And chess friends, if you are enjoying my content, then you can like and subscribe my channel to support me, I need nothing but your love. Knight d7 because he knows that pawn takes bishop is losing, for this reason genius player Serper sacrificed his rook on c8, captured queen d5 to play a queen check. Black says, well, play whatever you want. Let me pick up your bishop, I am gonna kill every pieces of yours. Here Serpa could protect his by playing knight to e4 I mean d3, king runs c6 to target the knight, and any 2069 ELO rated player might save the knight and blunder the game on f7, but in this position, Serpa played queen e6 check, king f8 and he didn't save the knight, the thought he can make impossible into possible, so he plays rook takes knight, sacrificing the knight right away. King f1 because capturing the pawn loses the game immediately as black can throw missiles with queen c5, queen e8 and can you guess white's next move? Pause the video if you need. He sacrificed the rook on f7, this is a complete rook sacrifice, capture queen check, the king can't escape because of the pawn so we have queen e8, now find the next brilliant move for white, I think it's not so difficult, white plays d7 to target the queen, king f7 to neutralize the queen support, capture queen check rook blocks and now, pause the video and make the next brilliant move for Serpa, it's not simple queen check or human looking move, c6. The alien looking move, rook can't capture the queen as white can promote the pawn, the bishop isn't available there to stop promoting, so e4 to make available for the bishop, c6 to promote the pawn but black is just pushing his pawn, queen check king here, queen check king f7 and after some moves Serpa sacrificed his final piece, the queen on e7, king takes queen and white promotes his new queen, bishop h6 queen check backs and after some moves later, black played e2, white can't capture the pawn on e2 as black can fork the king and queen on f4, white will lose the winning game, all your work will go in water so in this position, Serpa takes the pawn on f2. And he is just winning the game, it's queen and knight bishop endgame, now don't sacrifice any piece, just restrict black position, this game is just mind-blowing, what a brilliant sacrifice is thou, he just made my day in chess friends, hope you enjoyed my content, just click on like and subscribe button and leave your beautiful comment, wish you all the best thanks for watching, bye bye take care see you soon.